Rapid and Blitz Championship. So there are some good preconditions to become a professional, but yes, but I understood that I'm interested in so many other things, and I know that Kaisa, do you know who Kaisa is? The chess goddess, yes? She's a very jealous lady. I mean, if you do not devote 100% of yourself to her, she will penalize you. But the good thing is that it also works opposite. If you do work hard, if you really do your maximum, what is in your force, what is in your abilities, then you will have earned the luck. This is my belief. You can earn your luck. If you do your maximum, then you will be somehow in the right place in the right time. You will meet the right people when you most need them. Some unexpected idea and solution would come to your mind at the position or situation in the life when you think that there is a dead end and no good solutions can come out. So it works like that. But I understood that, okay, I want to study, I want to work, and so I didn't follow the professional chess path. I've been doing a lot of things. I've been working for the municipality. I've been the director of Ventspils High Technology Park. That lady flying as the spaceman there, that's also me. I was studying space technologies, yes, and that was the training camp in US and Alabama. I've been building the first Latvian satellite. I've been the member of the parliament, I've been the Minister of Economic Affairs, that lady in the white dress, I've been the Minister of Finance, and always, chess has been the one that I have got my inspiration from. You know, starting from elementary things like calculating at least a few moves ahead, seeing the whole chessboard, not only one square, respecting your opponent, remembering that you are not the only person in the game. Quite often people forget that, you know, they have their best intentions, they have their best plans, calculations, you know, ideas, intentions, but then they forget that there is somebody else out there, probably with totally different, sometimes opposite intentions and wishes. So one chess player really learns not to forget that. Appreciating the value of time, making the decisions. I know Antoaneta will probably share her experience from politics as well. There are so many ideas in the world, but not that many have take place and are really being implemented. Why so? Because people are afraid to take the decisions. And a chess player is very well trained to take the decision, and also the responsibility that comes with it, understanding the cause and the consequence. Yeah? So every move in the game, it is a decision-making process. You analyze, you calculate, sometimes you try to remember or rely on the intuition. We ladies sometimes rely on the intuition, but then you have to move. You have to make the decision. So in the real life, whatever profession you will choose, this very training, even the game today that we are playing with you, will help. You'll be just as good as all the others who are, you know, the decisive ones. It's not going to be easy, most probably, for you as the ladies. Especially if you go in for politics or business, you will see that there are areas that are very strongly male-dominated ones still. And women still have, even in the Western world, still have some glass ceilings. Yes? So, and I like to compare ourselves to the supernovas, that in order to excel, we do have to produce so much energy that we explode and break these glass ceilings. But it was very important to stay alive, because quite often, you know, what happens with supernova. They explode, and they die themselves. They expand the universe, but they extinct themselves. This is nothing that I could advise to you. You have to safeguard. Always you have to find where your resource of the energy is so that you do not exploit yourself too much. Yes, expand the universe, but take care, first of all, of yourself. You are your universe. You are the unique person. And, you know, quite often it is so that strong women, they forget to ask for the help, or they think that they need to do everything on your own. Don't be afraid, and don't be ashamed to ask for the help. It's just a natural thing. Allow yourself to be helped. And help the other ladies, yes, because it's very important. Sometimes in politics you would also see that sometimes there's the level of jealousness among the ladies is even bigger, and they're not helping, but even, you know, trying to keep the territory clean from the other strong ladies. But I can assure you that, you know, if you help the other ladies, everyone will be benefiting from that, and you will build your teams. And it's very important to build your teams, because, you know, we chess players, we quite often are the individualistic people. We have learned to rely only on our forces, on our abilities, on our skills, on our memory. But I've learned that, you know, a team is such an important power. You know, I like this comparison with 5 fingers. With 1 finger, you can do a lot. You can write a message, you can pinpoint to somebody, you can warn somebody, but it's really, really weak. Yes, when you have 5 fingers, you can hug somebody. You can turn it into the fist and fight for somebody or fight against somebody. So it's such a power. So the same comes with a team. So if you have at least few people you can rely on, you'll be so much stronger as a leader, as a person. FIDE. So let us look at FIDE, how welcoming we are for women, or let us look at the FIDE and the chess world in general, because FIDE is part of the chess world. FIDE is a reputable organization. I'm very happy to work with it. You know that, you know how old is FIDE? Who knows how old is FIDE? The International Chess Federation. Betting? Maybe 100. Next year, really, FIDE will celebrate 100 years anniversary. It was established in 1924 in Paris. So now our headquarters is located in Lausanne. And we are also one of the biggest sports organizations. We do have 199 members worldwide. So kind of a small organization, but actually having the great impact, covering basically the whole world. Wherever we are, we have the chess players there. We have somebody who belongs to our family. This is also one asset that you will have in your life. You know, whatever you will do, I mean, you go to one country and you will see McDonald's there, but definitely also some chess players everywhere, whatever continent. Yes. So chess is a universal language. I like to say that chess, sports in general, but our sports, it's chess, is a safe place. Now when worldwide you see that there are more than 35 military and armed conflicts registered, ongoing military conflicts, yes. When there's such a big level of inequality in the world, where people are fighting among different religions, different countries, different nations, where the value systems clash. You don't have to look far. Europe is in war now, yes? It is important to build such safe spaces like the chess world, where people are united with something that is dear to them, something that is common to them, something that they can come on agreement with. So because we are all united with the love to the chess game. And in such safe spaces where people can speak one language, chess or sports language, you can build the relationships that afterwards can be replicated somewhere in other disciplines where the conflict situations are. Because if there is conflict, if there is tension, it's difficult to talk among the people. You don't listen to the other. Even if you listen, you don't hear the others, yes? But if you have already learned to get to agreement in one area, there is a bigger chance that you can, you know, then at least try to understand the person also in those areas where you could be conflicting. So while the world is still striving to come to the terms and agreement on what the universal values are, I mean, it's very important to build such safe spaces where people are united across the cultures, across the nations, across the several different development levels or social classes. Chess is universal. It's very accessible to everyone. Yeah? And then when you play at the board, I mean, there's no difference how rich you are, how influential you are. Besides that, I mean, chess is a very objective game. And at the end of the day, even the arbiter plays a minimum role in it. Yeah? If you, and this is also the beautiful thing, if you make the best moves, you will just win the game. Yes, be it you are playing against the girl from your chess club or against Magnus Carlsen, it doesn't matter so much. So chess is extremely popular. Yeah, so the fact that we are going in for chess gives us a great opportunity to be part of a very influential movement. Yes, and that is why I think that if we are chess players, we should use it also to spreading special values, starting from the, you know, principle of respecting your opponent to the principle of fair play, to the principle of inclusion, to the principle of equality. Yes, so you can just see the numbers. Yes, more than 500 million play chess, even more so know chess and respect chess and chess players. More than 100 million play online. 25, I think even this year it's 37 million online games daily played online. It's expanding exponentially. So together with the chess game, our power, you as the potential opinion leaders, your reach expands exponentially. So it's also a great opportunity, but also a great responsibility for you to bring the right messages to the world through chess. Okay, you see the most common countries where chess is popular. Albania is among those. The figures are smaller, but the passion is probably not less. We have great messengers in the world. I mean, but this is something that we still need to work on. I think that so that not only the chess world appreciates, but also the non-chess world appreciates our chess players. This is why I really love these kind of events where, you know, the professional chess players like Antoaneta and others come and tell their stories. You learn about themselves, about them as personalities, not just, you know, that great player playing knight f3 in 1995. Yes, so in some game. So people like stories, and people want to have emotional appeal to the sports ladies and sportsmen, and that's why we need to expose this human part of our sports as well to the world. But in general, I mean, even if we have the great chess ladies who can be inspiration to you and who should be actually encouraging you to choose chess as your potential profession, we still see that there is a huge gender gap in chess. I mean, the conditions the ladies can get while playing in the tournaments are improving, but still far from the ideal, far from that of the men. The situation is similar to, compared also to the other areas of life where, you know, you see that doing the same work, women still receive less than men. This is to be changed, and the underrepresentation is there. Why it's important to improve the representation of women? You know, it's the diversity that makes people to take the better decisions. So even if the parliament, I have the experience that the decisions and policies become better if you have a quarrel, if you have a discussion, if you have various opinions on the table. Otherwise, the decision is always often one-sided, and you neglect some of the important aspects of it. I don't know if your coaches have taught you this trick, but quite often my coach said that if you're stuck with some position, get up, go the other side of the board, look at the same position from the other side, and you'll see new opportunities that from your perspective that you have been, stuck in some calculations and variations you would never see. Yes, and this is the same if we take to the decision-making process different genders. Things that men see sometimes are not so visible, so understandable by women, and vice versa. I mean, quite often men cannot imagine the things, and they do not have the experience that women have. It's only women for now who could give the birth to the child, yes, and having all this experience around it. It's just one of the simple examples, but there's so many things where we look differently at things, and we have different perspective. So global corporations have already understood that getting more women on board brings more diversity, brings more potential for innovation, improves the competitiveness of the companies, and also income. Yes, this is already calculated, that making the company more inclusive would give more income to the companies as well. In chess, as I said, we are underrepresented. Only 37 of the world's 1,722 grandmasters are women. Only 10% of the rated chess players are women. We see that the women's participation has grown over the last 10 years, but so has men's. I mean, chess has become more popular, and again, the percentage of women is not really improving. Yes. What we also see that while at the young ages, the girls are quite well represented, when the age increases, after 20, 30, 40 years, the number of women drastically decreases. One of the reasons? Ladies try to combine the family life and the professional life. And quite often, when what we see that men start their studies, they finish them, and they come back to chess. Women quite often don't. Yes, and then we don't have justified opinions. Why is it so? Probably at some point, women, when they have seen another part of the life, they understand that, why should I go back to chess if I can earn money, with the same amount of effort somewhere else? Or if I have a kid, is it really convenient for me to go to the chess tournaments? Probably not. We are still taking care about the smokers during the chess tournament, but not about the young mothers who might be willing to come with the little kids to the tournament. So there are no sufficient support systems in place to really be welcoming to ladies trying to balance their family and professional life. But this should not be the choice. I like to say that if a woman is given a choice that they have to make, whether you would choose a family or whether you would choose a successful private life or your profession, that's a fake choice. Don't fall into this trap. Never make such a choice. You can have it all. And you have so great examples like Antoaneta, like myself, yes, that you can have a professional life, you can have a family. I have 4 kids. You can have your hobbies, and you'll find the time, and you'll find the force to pursue it all and be successful if you do not doubt, if you are self-confident enough. FIDE Female Federation Presidents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 out of 199. Still far way to go, right? FIDE officials. 1 deputy chair. Commission chairs, 2 out of 19. Management Board 3 out of 11, FIDE Council 3 out of 15. Not too impressive, right? And this is still given that this was the first elections last year, we had elections in FIDE, that our policies and regulations said that there is a minimum number of women that have to be engaged, yes? And then the question is, I mean, where are those ladies? We need more ladies in management, because the more you will be, the more there will be there, the easier it would be also enter for the others. Otherwise, you would see that so many are really questioning whether it's appropriate for them to be there, and whether it's the right place for them to be there. If they see that there are already ladies, they will be much more brave to go in for it. And this is something that I've observed in other areas of the life as well. If there's some position, some vacancy, you would always see so many gentlemen who think that this is the right position for me, you know? They do not question themselves so much. While ladies, quite often if I see that she's so much better, more experienced, more educated, has more initiative, they always question themselves. I think probably this is not the right time, probably this is too complicated, probably I'm not the one who fits. Yes, this is the right time, this is the right place for you. And this is sometimes so important that somebody, like a woman in the high position, encourages the other women, yes. But you, when you grow up, don't hesitate. The best positions are really for you, really. We have some positive changes. Last year was my favorite year. We had the first continental women president elected in Africa. Chepisa Lopang, this is the lady. I remember very well that so many people told her, don't rally for it. I mean, you know Africa, this was what she heard. It is male dominated, you know, the culture is still the way that would not accept women. I remember so many comments being told about her that no, she does not have any chance. If there is any man as a competitor, she will not be elected. But she was. And this opens the doors to the others as well, and this is, I think, so inspirational for other young ladies there in the continent. And Susanna Maglava as well was elected as the first zonal president in Africa. So 2 ladies in 1 year. So it's changing. We need to use this chance. So how we can help in FIDE? So one is really to ensure the representation, starting with the formal policies, but not only with the formal policies, as I showed you. I mean, the fact that it's written that we need a minimum number of ladies represented, it doesn't help if you do not encourage them, really inviting and promoting women in the higher positions. We need the success stories being told. This is why we organize these kind of events, one every month in different countries, different capitals of the world. We need to provide policies that ensure the practical support to women engaging in our events as the arbiters, as the trainers, as the photographers, as the commentators, as the players as well, so that they feel comfortable and welcome. And this is changing a lot. We pay a lot of attention to engaging more women in the positions. So, and safeguarding the women in chess as well. You know, being a male-dominated sport, we have not been putting the policies and procedures in place so that if a woman would experience emotional, physical, economical, social abuse or violence, that they know how to react, how to defend their rights. They don't know their rights because nobody has told them what they can do if they see and experience such things at the national level or at international level. It's only now, when some loud cases are popping up, girls, still not publicly, but in their smaller groups, reveal some stories that have been covered for many years. I believe that in the following years we will have, and probably following months, we will have some not that nice stories popping up, but on the other hand, I mean, even if it hurts, even if it's unpleasant, I think it's important that we open up the problem. If you see, acknowledge it, you can also tackle it and deal with it. As long as you pretend that, oh, there's nothing wrong going on, the change will not take place. So, and here we will need your help as well, and trust as well, which is very important. This is actually one part of what the Year of Women in Chess is about. Last year it was announced, the Year of the Women in Chess, to increase the awareness of how important it is to make the chess world a safe, a welcoming place for women, to tell the success stories, to understand what policies, what activities are still needed to become a better organization, to become a better world for women. And because we saw that, okay, 1 year passed very fast, and you know, you could only start understanding what needs to be done. So we are not stopping, we are continuing, and this is the great thing. Sharing the success stories, inspiring the girls, organizing social events like training, which is also very important. I think that in the chess world, for so many years, we've been only raising the sports horses, sorry for the comparison, but we've been so demanding to our young ladies, you know, wishing them to become the world chess champions only, and then they quite often had this feeling, if I don't become the world chess champion, or at least the European one, I've failed, yes. The chess world doesn't need me, I'll better do something else. And you know, we are very competitive, and we are, you know, since our childhood been told that, yeah, you have to be the best, you have to be the best, and if we cannot be the best, we feel kind of guilty, yes. So this is something that I think we need to also convey to the parents, to the trainers, to the federations, to you, dear ladies, as well. I mean, to be part of the chess world doesn't mean that you need to be the chess champion. You need to be part of the family. You can also choose other professions where you can excel, to be a chess trainer, to be a manager, to be an arbiter, to be a fair play officer, to be a commentator, to be part of it. And also, if you're not the very best, you're still very, very important for us, because you, with your personality, have made the world a better place. And you have learned principles and ideas and sportive elements that will help you in the rest of the life as well, and that you can convey to the others as well. So, so this is why we are also now trying to educate not only the girls, but also their parents on how important it is to be able to balance the professional life and private life. Mental health is as a topic. We are trying also to train the parents so that they understand that being a professional chess player, it's not only, you know, being a sports person, but they need to be well educated. They need to be developing as a harmonic personalities. And that's, for many of them, that's, you know, like the discovery of a new continent that is not self-understandable, which should be actually. Yes. So we are now trying to work on such issues as well. We are trying to acknowledge the success of our special women. Last year we have introduced the Women in Chess Awards. So really praising the best, the most visible, the most successful or fruitful or dedicated in various areas. But because in chess world, it's quite often that we forget to say thank you to our special people and special ladies including. We are trying to notice the cases and things where we can make the difference. And you can really make the difference with such a minimum effort. And I just wanted to share the story that I like so much about Sibela from Brazil. So we had previous World Rapid and Blitz Championship in Poland, in Warsaw. And you have you know that there's some qualification criteria, the minimum rating. Not everyone is qualified there. And she was a lady who wrote to the organizers and asked if she could qualify because she wanted to play so much in this tournament. And the organizers were thinking and said, okay, we'll let you come in. And for her, it was such a game changer, such a life changer, as before that she was a young lady who didn't have a very good education. She was working as a cleaning lady. She liked chess. She comes from the small town, you know, not having a big income, so probably not much of perspective in the life. So when she was accepted to the tournament, she flew over to Poland. That was the first ever flight for her on the airplane, so that was a great experience for her. She played the tournament quite successfully. She went back, she got some attention. The media was writing about her. She was invited to the talk show that increased her recognition in the country. She found a chess coach. She got a stipend for the studies in the university. So her whole life was changed just by one yes. We admit you to the tournament, yes. And if it would have been no, a totally different path of the life would be taking place there, yes. So by seemingly little things that every one of us can do, we can make such a great difference. So we're trying to notice the things, as I was telling about the babies, yes. Like I just came back from Sudan, and it was such a great tournament organized there. It was the Arab Chess Championship held there. So you can see this little baby. His mama and papa were playing in the tournament. And while they were playing in the tournament, the coach, the gentleman in front, but also other players were taking care about the baby. So, and this is something that I see, this should be the atmosphere of the chess tournament. So we've been discussing with Anastasia that the next Olympiad will be in Hungary. So one thing that we want to make agreement with the organizers is that if a chess player comes with a little baby, that we will organize the babysitters and childcare services there. I think that would be also the game changer for the mother. So it's just one of the examples. There's so many things that we can improve, and if you see something, please advise us how we can adjust our organization, how we can adjust our events to make it more accommodative. Safeguarding, protecting women, I already told you about that. This is also one of the priorities this year. Quite often it is really so that ladies face violence and abuse because there is a lack of policy and accountability. So we will create one so that everyone knows how to act and how FIDE can help. We will also try to define what is the role of FIDE and the national legislation, because not everything can be done by FIDE. You know, the girls also need to know their rights at the national level, what they can do. They need sometimes support and advice. But of course, the documents, the policies are doesn't help much if the organization doesn't have the trust and respect. And this is something that there is still a lot of to be done in FIDE, because I know very well that even if there are such cases in place, hardly ever the officials from FIDE are approached, because the women are afraid that their case would be revealed, or they do not trust that something that will change and that they will be helped. But we will change and we will improve the trust and credibility, and we'll have the image and a practical means in place so that we can be trusted as an organization. And of course, we will pursue also with our social initiatives, especially dedicated for girls, but also whatever we are doing, whatever social project we are implementing, we are most often also trying to find a special activity, special scope for how to engage the girls. One, Chess for Protection, which is the chess initiative for refugees. It is also interesting that in Uganda I'm playing there against the men and in the refugee camp, and there are only men, so I'm asking them, where are the girls, yes, where are the women? They said, women cannot play chess. It's like, I'll show you, women can play chess. So we were playing few games, I went against them and they're, yes, women really can play chess. So next time I got the information that they were, trying to engage some women chess players. Again, starting from such things with personal sample to such nice things like Anastasia is heading our girls' chess academy for the refugee girls, where we teach them not only to play chess, but where we organize meetings with chess leaders, encouraging them, engaging them, giving them the boost of self-confidence so that they become the real masters of the game in their life, not the piece in somebody's hand. That we create the very important sense of belonging to the chess family, especially if you are displaced. If you do not have your home, you are somewhere in the foreign country, even if it's the well-developed one, it's one of the European countries. If you're a refugee, you feel like out of the boat quite often, yes? And this sense of being part of a chess community that can help and provide very important emotional well-being as well. Chess for talent development, chess for prisoners. So again, we didn't start only the tournament for everyone, or for men. We are pushing now the countries that participate in our prisoners championship to establish their female teams. So, and we've been successful enough because those ladies who are now also in the prisons, they also deserve the second chance. And I'm pretty sure that if they have chess in their pocket, when they come out, they have better structure in their life. They also have the sense of belonging to the chess community. They have a better chance to rebuild their lives. Chess for people with disabilities. The first Olympiad was taking place now in Serbia. We'll develop that. And many other initiatives where, together with women, especially for women, we will try to encourage you and make the chess world a safer, a better place, so that again, together, we would reach the goals others only think of. So thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you so much, Dana. It was very, very interesting. And remember, Dana mentioned that, you have to be talented, but you have to work a lot to become a world champion, yes? So here, you see an example with a very talented girl many years ago, but who was a little bit lazy, to work enough to become a world champion. So I could say maybe it's likely, because after this, I become an international arbiter, organizer, like now chairperson of FIDE Women Commission, and as Dana said, I'm sure that together we can do more and more. Thank you one more time, Dana. And now I want to introduce...
Now you will learn how to really become the world chess
champion.
Yes,
this is exactly what I want to say. And now I want to introduce one person who wasn't lazy at the time, as Dana said, who worked maybe more than others, very talented, but hard worker as well. Now I have to read, because so many titles, as I'm lazy one, I cannot remember. Okay, Bulgarian Grandmaster, Women World Champion in Classic and Rapid, FIDE Senior Trainer, Member of FIDE Trainers Commission, Counselor in FIDE or in ECU Trainer Commission, Parliament Member and nominee for Prime Ministry. So Antoaneta Stefanova from Bulgaria, please welcome. And also a very good friend of us.
Hello, everybody. Very nice to see so many young girls and men and women here interested in our talks. And I'm going to tell you about my chess journey. And, well, we shall see what Anastasia was saying about talent. I have some things to say about that, work and talent and being lazy. Believe me, I had such periods in my life as well. But let's start from the beginning. So I started playing chess when I was 5 years old, maybe a bit before. My father, whom you can see in the photo, taught me and my older sister to play. And very quickly, we started studying chess every day. But how he got our interest? Because I think this is maybe the most important when you are dealing with young children, how to really inspire this love for chess. Especially today when there are so many opportunities and you can do so many things in life. And chess is still one of the best choices in my opinion. But maybe it doesn't look so exciting in the beginning. So my father, he's an artist, but he was using some storytelling skills to get our attention. So I remember the first months he was inventing a lot of fairy tales, because it was not just about the two armies fighting, like is the usual story about chess, but since me and my sisters, of course, we were girls, so he tried to create some different approach. So we were playing with the chess pieces. There were two kingdoms, and there was a prince, a princess, and we were organizing some balls and dancing, and of course at the end there was even a wedding between the prince and the princess. So only when we really got used to play with chess pieces, they became our dolls, only then we started to learn really the chess rules and start the real chess work. What was the most exciting for me at that time was really the story about the pawn. The story that, okay, a simple pawn, if she works hard, and she fights hard, and she manages to go all the way, then she can become whatever she wants. A knight, a bishop, a rook, or a queen. Not a king. Maybe we should change the rules of chess, but at least, well, the other pieces. So I was very lucky in a way that when I started playing chess, it was the era where in Bulgaria chess was still very, very popular. So even though it was a very much male-dominated sport, I had the opportunity to, for example, to play a simul against great Mikhail Tal. I even had a chance to make a draw with him. I was 6 or 7 years old when I played in the simul. And I will always remember that experience. And years later, I found out that when he went back to Soviet Union, he told some people about me. So many years later, when I started playing chess tournaments in then already Russia, people told me, you know what, we have read about you from Mikhail's style interview many, many years ago. He said, okay, there was a girl in Bulgaria, so watch out for her. So, and I had the opportunity to play against Nona Gaprindashvili in a simul. Also, there was a match between Maja Chiburdanidze and Elena Khmilovskaya in Sofia, so I could watch chess in highest level when I was very, very young. And also, it was a curious story. When I was 6 or 7, okay, I had my first big results, so media somehow liked that there was a small girl playing chess pretty well. When I was 7 years old, I became the Sofia champion for women. Okay, there was no grandmasters playing there, but there were a few international masters, women international masters and national masters. So it was pretty big success for 7 years old. And I remember there was a big TV program with Garry Kasparov. At that time, it was the big fight, Karpov-Kasparov. So they were hugely famous in Bulgaria. And they asked me to be one of those asking him a question. So of course, I was very young, I was very shy, and I didn't like talking in public. But I thought, okay, it is a unique opportunity to ask the world champion something. So what should I ask? Okay, when they gave me the microphone, I just asked him, what does he think? If he believes that one day a woman can be the world champion, the absolute world champion. And Kasparov, in his style, he just started laughing and he said purely no. Like, no other explanation, just no. I think not long after, he lost some games to Judith Polgar, so I believe that if somebody asked him after that, he wouldn't be so convinced that it will never happen. But okay, it was his answer at that time, and at that time maybe it was justified. So when I started, playing chess more and more serious, okay, talking about chess work and talent and being lazy, I think I have combined these qualities of working hard and being lazy in the same time for most of my chess career, because I had periods where I really worked very hard and periods where I almost didn't work at all. And okay, when I was between 6 and 10 years old, I was working extensively with my father. I didn't have another coach, but we had the biggest library and I was studying at home. And I must tell you that, okay, my father wanted me to work more, but I believe that I was making something like 3-4 hours of chess every day between 6 and 10 years old, even though I was going to school. And I think this base, which was very, very solid, helped me throughout my career. Because when I was 10 years old, okay, I became world champion under 10 with 11 out of 11. So, I mean, I won all my games and it was the first time I became a world champion. So it was a big thing. But in the same time, my parents got divorced and I stopped training for several years. Or at least I was not training anymore on daily basis. I was training maybe once per week, twice per week. And to be honest, I was very much on the limit to choose serious education and not to play chess so much anymore. So I don't know if I was lucky or unlucky, because I thought that I am playing my last tournament. When I was 13, I played the European Championship under 14. And it was the time when I had to choose between education and chess. It was the first time when I really had to choose. Because, okay, all the sports, men and women, I think we have to make this choice many times during our lives. But this was the first moment for me when I consciously had to decide if I want to play chess, try to be professional, or I prefer to go for more serious education. So I had gone to the test in American college. It was the first year it was opening in Bulgaria. So it was like a huge thing, completely new type of education, boarding school. We didn't have such boarding schools before. And I knew that, okay, if I'm admitted there, I really have to decide to stop with chess, because obviously I wouldn't be able to travel and to miss school and to train during the week. So at that time I thought, okay, I'm going to play that European Championship, and if accepted in the autumn, I will go for college. But I won that championship. It was not 11 out of 11 anymore. But it was kind of normal, because I haven't trained for 2-3 years, or I trained very little. But I thought, okay, if still I won the European Championship, maybe this is what I'm supposed to do. And it's something that I'm better than the others, at least for the moment, so I should give it a shot. So I chose chess. I went to sports school in order to be able to continue playing tournaments. And I started training again. So soon after, I won European Rapid under 14 with 9 out of 9. So I was very happy that I was back on my 100% score. And I had my first norms for male international master and for women grandmaster. And well, it kind of developed pretty fast between my 14th and 16th year. I think I got the female grandmaster title when I was 15 or 16. I don't know, but I had the norms when I was 15. And already I had two or three norms for male international master, but I didn't have the rating to get the title. But at that time, chess was pretty different. Okay, most of the tournaments I was playing, it was open tournaments. So I was used to play with a lot of men, women, and I believe it was a very good thing for my development, not just to play in my age group, but from very young age to play with stronger opponents than me, because that's the only way how we become better, playing with people who are stronger than us. So I still didn't have a professional trainer. I was still working from time to time with my father. I was trying to work alone. And well, since I was in a sports school, at least I had the chance to play as many tournaments as I could wish for. And I remember when I was 15, 16, I started traveling to France, Spain for several months at a time, especially in the summer, with friends, other chess players, and just playing from one tournament to another, which it's not the most advisable way to excel in chess, I believe. But at that time, I didn't have any other choice. I completely understand now my mother, who was very much against it, because at that time we even didn't have mobile phones. So I remember I was just calling her every week to tell her that I'm fine, that I'm still alive, you know, because no mobile phones, no internet. So our parents could not track us every hour. But still, chess was always my safe space, let's say. I always felt good in tournaments. I had a lot of friends, even though women were only like 5% of the chess populations. We always stuck together. We were very good friends. And I don't know, I think in our time it was somehow maybe even easier to make friendships and to keep them, because we were not so busy with social media. We were not spending so much time preparing for our games with computers. So we had much more time to analyze life with our friends or our opponents. So we were learning chess a bit differently. So after this period of open tournaments, and mainly male tournaments, male opponents because it's open tournaments, came the time when also FIDE started organizing more women championship, because the first Women European Championship was organized when I was already 20 years old. The first Women World Championship with open qualification was when I was already 21 years old. So even though I was in the top 5 when I was 17, I didn't have the chance to fight for any major title for several years, because for the world title there was a very long system with matches, with zonal, interzonal tournaments, and that cycle precisely took about 5 years from the moment it started until the moment it finished. So for young players like me, we just like lost hope that we'll ever be able to fight for the World Championship. And yeah, I played from the first European Championships. I managed to win the third one in 2002. And then I won the World Championship in 2004. Still at that time there was no women rapid and blitz championships, which I was really unhappy about, because I was very good in especially 3 minutes blitz. That time was the old clock, so no increments, but it was my favorite to play blitz. And actually I managed to win, can you imagine, the first Open Rapid Championship for women was in 2012, and I won it, but I was already quite older, so at least until now, I didn't manage to win the Blitz championship. But anyway, I believe that chess has changed a lot, has become much better for ladies, giving much more opportunities for the girls to become professional chess players and to be able to make a living out of it, because, okay, we all love chess, but we have to be able to also win some money and hire trainers. I was able to hire my first trainer after I won the European for Ladies. I never had a professional coach before that. And yeah, well, here you can see some photos from different events that I won, but okay, always as Dana was saying before me, for ladies, somehow we have to constantly make choices that are sometimes more difficult than for the male sportsmen. One of it, okay, the first ones for me was connected with education, about school, then about university. I decided to go for university education when I was 18 years old. So I had my first master degree in finance together with the people of my age. And I must say that I didn't feel that I lost some time from chess. In the contrary, I always felt that studying other things and not just chess makes you even better chess player, because it gives you a bigger perspective. Sometimes we get stuck only in chess, and to keep our minds constantly motivated, I think we should try to improve ourselves and learn new things. It doesn't matter what age we are. Then, of course, the other big choice is when to have a family, when to have kids, when you're a woman, because for guys, somehow it doesn't change so much their lifestyle. But for us, it really does. Okay, I did it very late, but we have a lot of examples like Dana or Victoria Chmilite or Katerina Lachno or Monica Sochko, who have 3, 4 children, and this never stopped them from being top chess players or successful in other areas. So, I mean, it is possible, yes. It is not very easy, but it is possible, and with the right help, with the support of your families, your colleagues, you can do it. Doesn't matter what age, and I am convinced that you should not sacrifice your family life for your career, or your career for family life. And if you feel the need to be the best in the world in something, I believe that you can do it, and you can have family in the same time. And well, I'm still an active player, although I'm doing a lot of other things. As Anastasia mentioned in the introduction, okay, since many years, over 15 years already, I'm also FIDE senior trainer, lecturer. I really enjoy this different aspect of chess, training students or training trainers, preparing the trainers to be better. It's a new commission in the European Chess Union, the Trainers Commission. Before it was only in FIDE. I believe we are going to make very interesting projects also, as I am sure for the FIDE Trainers Commission, where I'm also a member, that will continue our work there. So here you see some of the seminars. I had a trainer seminar here in Tirana in 2015. I see some of the people who were there at that time that are here today, and I'm very happy to see all of you. Also, I decided to go for politics during the COVID. It was maybe the first time in my life when I had a lot of time to think about life, because sometimes we joke that, okay, we chess players, we are thinking so much over the chessboard that in life we prefer to relax and not to think as much. And well, I wanted to be useful for the society in a different way, and I thought that the time has come. Okay, my daughter was already very, okay, she was already 2 years old, not so old, but already not a baby exactly. So it was a great experience for me. And it showed me also a different perspective about things, about, because I always thought that, okay, chess is a wonderful sport, game, a way of life, but I wanted to be engaged in more things, different things. And yeah, I really think that as for the social projects of FIDE, I think each one of us should find the best way how to be useful for his country, for his society, and not only in chess, but in other areas. And chess really gives us a lot of preparation for life. Dana mentioned a lot of the things which are really important. I also believe that decision making is one of our advantages as chess players, because since very early age we get used to think, first of all, then make a decision and then face the consequences. And even though we face defeat so many times, we are not afraid to start a new game and to make new hard decisions. And this is about life. We have to make constant choices and decisions. And I really like these words of Ralph Waldo Emerson, that destiny is not a matter of chance, it is a matter of choice. So choose wisely, of course. As we chess players say, it's always better to have a plan, even a poor one, because you can change it later on, than not to have a plan at all. So, well, what I can say is that chess is a wonderful sport, a wonderful world. We can still do a lot of work with FIDE, with ECU, or in our own federations or clubs, especially to make it a better place for the girls. And for those who love chess, just enjoy playing it. Don't forget about your educations, about other areas in life, but just enjoy chess, and I wish you to become world champions and much more one day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Antoaneta. And tomorrow, those girls who are present here from Balkan country has a unique chance to attend a mini camp with Antoaneta and learn new things, and also ask her questions if you have any questions, and I'm sure you have it. For others who is with us online, follow us in FIDE Women Commission webpage, and we will announce soon also activities, as Antoaneta mentioned, you know, from European Union as well, some activities for the trainers and FIDE, of course. And I would like to say that very soon we will announce a new regulation for Queen's Festival that happened last year already. Girls, it's also information for you that the main prize of this tournament will be a trip to the next Chess Olympiad. We will host you in the next Chess Olympiad as a guest, with possibility to see your favorite grandmasters and also attend the opening ceremony. So follow us, and you will know all conditions how to join us. Okay, now we have a next speaker And let me introduce our Majlinda, who is the General Secretary of Albanian Chess Federation and also a member of PDC FIDE Commission. And she was working in National Olympic Committee. She has a lot of experience, and it will be very interesting to hear her story. Thank you.
Thank you, Anastasia. Hello to everyone. I'm very happy to be here with the distinguished lady and to be part of this event. Okay, we worked hard to organize it, and thank you, Anastasia, for having the idea to organize this festival in Albania, because okay, it's very important to listen each other, to know the story of each other, to learn for our story, and to transmit something of our culture, of our experience, and of our life, but also to share together different values of life and of sport also. I'm very happy that we organized we are organizing this workshop in a very safe space, because we are organizing it in collaboration with the CODE Center for Openness and Dialogue here in the Pride Ministry, and it's a safe space for everyone, but it is also a good experience for the young chess players, the young stars that are participating in this workshop, and they participated and developed a very good tournament, and tomorrow we will have also a winner of them. You already said, my experience, it's not collected with chess from the beginning of my life, and as many people are expecting for the people involved in chess, I'm been involved in chess from 13 years now, working as the Secretary General of Albanian Chess Federation, but all my life it was connected with sport in general. Since childhood, I was involved in sport class, and then I followed the basketball sport classes, and I followed the main team in my city of Gjirokastra. It's in the south of Albania. But unfortunately, I couldn't follow. I was in the main team, but I couldn't follow after 18 years old, because there were rules. You cannot continue if you are not enough tall, and I was 1 centimeter less than the rules. So I decided to continue to study sport because sport, it was in my heart, in my body, and in my mind. And I remember, since I was a child, my parents were very connected to the books, and my family, it was not rich as my parents also, but we had a very good library in our home, and we could read a lot of books. And I remember that I imagined all the world from this possibility I had in my family. And also for going to practice sport, we had a lot of rules in our family. If we were not very good in results, we couldn't participate in sports, you know. Sorry, girls, I saw that, okay, maybe you are talking, it is interesting for you to follow. Okay, and continuing with my experience, I reached the Albanian Chess Federation after a very good experience teaching physical education and sport. For many years, I taught for 23 years in different sport classes, starting from the basketball sport classes before the year 19. And then I had very lucky to work in a very difficult moment of Albania with change of system, and when the sport and at the school, it was not so easy to work. I was lucky to start working in a private school in the city when I live. I got married after my study, so I was living in Tours that time, and okay, I was lucky to work in a private school with nuns from Catholic Church, and at the same time, I was member of an association, Sport for All association in national level that we created together with different people and different associations. And this sport association, it was part of Italian Catholic Center of Sport next to Vatican. Together with being part of this sport organization, I learned a lot because we had very, very interesting activities and different training groups, and we also helped a lot of young people in Albania and trained a lot of young sport organizers in different parts of Albania. Then because I was thinking I can do more, and I studied different things. I continue with my master degree, and then different studied about physiotherapy and about sport management. And I was thinking, maybe I can do more. And I was being involved on the Olympic Committee, starting from the beginning, from 1996, and it was a very nice experience with the Olympic Academy. At the same time, I was teaching physical education, and I believed in the values of Olympism values, and I've been involved in Chess Federation, in the Olympic Committee. Then I became part of Olympic Committee as a member in votes since 2005, and was being involved and elected as a member of board executive for three elections. So this is my story in sport organization, and this experience helped me to make something different in my work when I reached chess. It was okay. I started in chess, but at the beginning, it was thinking that you have not to work so hard in chess, because they are organizing, they are very systematic, they are organizing championships, they are champion, and many people like arbiters, trainers, and you have not to do so much. At the beginning, it looks like that, but we discovered that we have a lot to do, because a few people were participating in different activities. So from the beginning, we were thinking that, we have to change something in our reality. And I would like to mention that this kind of seminars are very important because not only for organizing and for our community, but they are important also for our network, because organizing this festival, we developed also our network. And you see, during this day, we mentioned a lot of partners. And firstly, it was the host of this venue and CODE. And I mentioned CODE because, it's not the first time we are organizing an activity here. It's running a 3-month project. It is running here in Center of Openness and Dialogue, and with the participation on 40 students from different schools of Tirana, and they are organizing workshops, chess classes, and tournament. It is a possibility for them to practice chess, to be part of our community, and to develop their level in chess. Maybe some of them will be part of different clubs in our federation. We mentioned also the Olympic Committee during the opening ceremony today, because it is very important, the collaboration between Federation and the Olympic Committee. And Safe Sport and EOC, Safe Sport, it's very important for the EOC, and it is one of the tools for developing sport, a safe sport. So, what is safe sport is an environment that is accessible with opportunities of participation for each individual or group of people, and giving to them the same resources and opportunities. Let's go back. It was the same is happening with FIDE and with chess organization. I mentioned before my experience in Albanian Chess Federation involvement, but I'm very happy that during all these years I found very good friends, very good collaboration, and the opportunity to be part of different commissions, starting from ECU as a member of Women Commission during last 4 years, and also at the PDC, FIDE Planning and Development Commission. During last year, I was a member, and now, I'm a member and a consigliere of at European level. So, in this occasion, I would like to say thank you to you girls. Thank you to ladies, because I can say that something changed in FIDE during the last years, and something changed, and it's FIDE, and it's also the group of ladies, and it is also the role of a strong lady or very strong ladies together, working and collaborating. Thank you, Anastasia. Thank you, Dana, so much for all the possibilities and opportunities given to all of us. I will not be very long in my presentation, but I also would like to mention and to talk about our project, Chess School project. During our opening ceremony today, there were a lot, some represented from different schools of Tirana, very good teachers that are working hard in their school to organize chess activities, tournament, and also chess lessons in the school. chess in school program in Albania started with the idea, okay, from 2012 we started with the idea of chess in school. I remember with the commission, Chess in School Commission in FIDE, and we had this idea, but okay, the idea took place and was more possible to be practiced after the visit of Garry Kasparov in 2014, because you know, the idea of chess in school program started not from only from the federation, but also from the government, and it was easier for us to start to implement this project, and we managed to have this agreement with the Ministry of Sport and Education, and starting in different schools of Tirana. Here you can see there are few photos, but the project of chess in school, organized with the collaboration of municipality of Tirana 2 years ago. It was a very huge project involving more than 14 schools of Tirana, and all the schools were involved with the 3 months organizing activities and with the funnels. And okay, our trainer went to the schools teaching children and making possible for them to practice chess during the school time. Another moment that I would like to mention it is, okay, chess has been very popular in Albania during 90s, and people play chess everywhere. But with, as I mentioned before, with the changement of politics and the system, something changed, that it was not so easy for people to follow sport, and also a few people or chess players went not anymore in Albania or practicing chess. Something changed in our club, chess clubs, because until 90, it was different for our chess players, and then they couldn't be organized as a different association, but still chess players and women chess players were participating in all the championships, and also in international level. The photos here are very few photos regarding our best chess players now. It's our main team, as you see, participating this year in the Olympiad. Okay, it was the best result of them. They got the medals for the Group C. But in our team, we're participating 3 very, very young chess players from 12 to 16 years old. Sorry. And it was a very good participation, and we can see also that different ex-champion as artists there, they are participating as trainers, arbiters, and are involved in different roles in different clubs. But still, if you look at, I don't know, it's too much, okay. If you look how is the situation with the Albanian women in chess, we can say that, okay, we have not to be happy because the numbers are, I don't know what is happened with this number, but I can say that it's not that. At the first, as chess players member, we have in our federation in FIDE list 35 players, and women are only 112. So it's not in the FIDE list. Also for the board members, we are in good relation because we have in our board 3 women in 7 members. Okay, calculating also the general secretary and 2 members, and they are also, our 2 members, they are also leading 2 chess association. Sorry for that. Maybe when I sent this to by email, something changed. Anna, it's okay? Okay. And the same situation. Can I have some water? Thank you. If the same is for trainers and arbiters, we have 22%, but if I can mention the numbers, we have 8 trainers and 8 arbiters. Can I have a break? It's not possible because, okay, we are here for a lot of, and the same happened. But, okay, we are these numbers, but I can say that we have in chess school program, we have a lot of trained, also licensed chess school instructor, and part of them are also ladies. I would like to talk more about our chess school program, because today we had a meeting before our festival and our this workshop. We had a meeting in the Olympic Committee, and they promised us maybe from the next year we will start with chess school program, making it as part of this program of the Olympic Committee for the sporting school. We can say that as Albanian Chess Federation, we worked a lot, and we have already something very structured. We have more than 35 licensed trainers for schools. We have a lot of trainers, chess in school trainers, licensed from ECU, trained from ECU, and also a few schools from Tirana are participating in our training program. And we have also, I'm saying structured because we have the books for schools, the methodology of learning chess and teaching chess for the first level and also for the second level. So we are trying to do our best, but with the help of all the ladies and all the young girls, we can do more and more. Thank you. I will finish.
Thank you very much, Majlinda, and of course, thank you, Albanian Chess Federation and Balkan Chess Federation host us today. And our last speaker, I'm happy to announce our partnership between Commission FIDE Women Commission and FIDE ECU Commission. So, and we have Agnieszka Milewska, who is a FIDE arbiter, Director of Women Chess and English Chess Federation, and Counselor at FIDE Commission for Women Chess.
Hello, everyone. It's good to see you after the new commission has been chosen. My name is Agnieszka Milewska, and I am director of the Women's Chess in England, and as well I am part of the European Chess Union Women Commission. And Anastasia, I really would like to thanks for invitation to our both commission can cooperate, and I'm really glad. As we are long-standing friends as well, it will be really nice cooperation. Today we have a panel, Chess is a Safe Place for Women. We have been asked to participate this debate, this panel, and I hope to give some little input as well. Of course, we are all have limited time to speak, but I will try to be as fast as possible. Okay, let me make my window smaller, otherwise we are not gonna see it. This is our new team, chosen actually in October. Our chairperson is Regina Pokorna from Austria, and the second person, we have Maria Lukic, Serbia, Elina Danielian, Armenia, myself, Elena Kosma from Romania, and Lily Han, Germany. I think it's really actually good team, as we are all from different countries, and of course we have titled players and not titled players, and very, let's say, professional players, and not really the organizers. Then I think it's really good mix to see. If you will have a look, if you would like to contact us, I'm gonna move this one. Here you have all the details how you can reach us. Of course, we have a brand new website, and you can find all the news on the website there. If you want to email us, you're very welcome. What we would like to achieve is as well to every country that have their own women commission, and maybe then we can help and support. And if you think you would be interested to do something like that in your country, we would be very grateful and we would support you. Okay. Our vision is to share not only a love and passion for chess, but also a desire to improve and strengthen the women's role in chess. It might be the players, trainers, arbiters, or organizers. Then, if you, for example, know any of us, you would notice that we are players and chess lovers from very, very early age. For example, myself, I started play when I was 5. I did have 2 years break in my life, but later on quickly get back to chess and playing till now. But I'm really loving organizing the tournaments, events, and seeing how many girls and women participate in the tournaments. And wherever tournament we are organizing, we always trying to make mix of the men and female arbiters. Because what I'm saying is that if the new girls are coming to the tournaments and they see more women involved, I think it's really giving a good atmosphere for them and feeling welcome. Okay. Yeah, as every women commission, we have our long and short-term goals, what we would like to achieve and how we would like to help the people in Europe. We will be promoting, and we are promoting and supporting women participation in chess and in the chess tournaments. For example, now we will have in 2 weeks' time in London conference. It's not only chess conference, it's the place where the people are meeting from all the countries. And for example, a few years ago, we have the London Chess Conference regarding female empowerment. which was really, really beautiful thing to see. For example, most of the participants, they were actually women. I am hoping to continue something like that in the future. And maybe with Anastasia, we could think something together to organize that. We need to encourage and support chess federations to create more women competitions. This is really important. Even if the tournament will be small, it's always nice to have something special for the women and the girls. We don't want to always be mixed with the open teams. And, you know, if you see the women playing together, they are getting friends. They feel more confident on the board. They feel more confident around if they see more female participants. They don't feel lonely. And this is the main goal for us. Yeah, increasing interest and number of female trainers, arbiters, and organizers by organizing online workshops and seminars for them. Recently, actually, we have few already workshops. We as well have the meeting for the trainers and the arbiters. We are planning much more this year. Everything you can actually follow on our website and on our Facebook. Yes, this one is the good one. The last position here, organizing online chess tournaments and supporting organizers to increase the number of norm events in Europe for female chess players. Okay. As soon as I started being a women director in England, the first thing I was actually, the main goal for me was very quickly organize the norm events, because it wasn't since, yeah, I think someone corrected me in one of my interview. I said in 2009, but I think it was 2011 actually, in the London Chess Classic, where we actually hold a women competition. Since 2011 or 2012, there was none in England, and last year we already have 3, and this year we already have 3, and it will be more to come. That is really important for me, for example, as I think the women deserved to be titled, and we are not always have time for it. We are not always have, not the power, but like we doesn't really fighting that for our titles as we should. We should have more titled players in each country. And I think if we have more opportunities, the women will take it, okay? Then if you can, try to see in your country if there is a chance for the norm event for the women's, please really do. And if you need any support with that, let us know. We will be supporting with some budget for norm events. Okay. And now it's the nice topic. Why chess? Have you ever asked yourself why you play chess? That's a good one. I was thinking about this topic, and I was thinking what should be nice for us to be asked. And then I was thinking myself, why I like chess? Why do I play chess? And what is giving me? What's the benefits for us? The freedom, of course, we feel free. We can make our own decisions. Nobody is making decisions for us. We are expressing yourselves. When you play chess, I don't know if you notice this, but sometimes you showing your real character while you are playing. And it was actually, I remember when I was maybe teenager, someone came and was watching my game, and he was like, wow, you can really see, you know, at the moment you was really quiet and you was making really like slow moves, and then, you know, you got aggressive and play bleeds, and it was really nice. And I think it's actually expressing yourself is the good thing to say. Confidence. Of course, when we are on the board, we feel confident, we're playing chess. We feel smart, we are smart, and this is actually what's giving us a special like a booster, and confidence is built. Yeah, ambitions. You're winning, you want to win again, you want to win the competition, you want to win even more Olympiads or any championships. Friendship and competing. Yeah, friendship. When we're traveling, we're always making friends. When we're going to the tournaments, we're making friends with the players, with the trainers, with the arbiters as well. And it's actually nice because once you have a good friend who will go to the tournaments with you, you can always participate more tournaments. Then I would really always suggest to find someone nice and be a good friend, you know, keep in touch, talk about any coming tournaments. And, you know, for example, we have a few girls who they are very shy, but they talking to each other. We, for example, at the tournaments, booking for them twin triple rooms. I'm sorry, and then they are really happy together. Traveling, yeah, we can see many places during our tournaments. We see many people. Recently, yeah, the last Olympiad was in India, beautiful country. I think it was really amazing to everyone who went there. I was there. I was one of the lucky people who could go there. It was absolutely amazing seeing the new places, new country, new culture, trying the food, and yeah, it's just giving a lot. As I said before, able to make decisions alone. We can make decisions, of course. Sometimes they are good, sometimes they are bad, but this is like life. We need to take the risk, and it's worth it. Why women don't play chess? Yeah, here, of course, domination of men. I don't know what the reason is. It's always like that with chess, that the men are dominating. But it's fine. I think, you know, as soon as we are getting there and as soon as we playing chess together, helping each other, supporting each other, building our community with enthusiasm, it's fine. We just need to deal with it and continue to build up our emporium. Yeah, not enough free time to improve. I completely understand this. Insufficient budget for tournament participations. And here and the one before, we can as well mention that, for example, mothers always trying to think in benefit of the children. For example, oh, I'm not going to participate because maybe my son would, and if that is too big cost, for example, for the family, mother always want child to improve. Which, of course, we do understand. We are mothers, we are wives, sisters, daughters, and we just know how it works. But this is a big problem for us women, because we need to find a way how we can support each other, how we can make that woman, that mother, to come and play the tournament. And we just need a more support from the families and, for example, husbands, to just help the wife, that she can improve as well and she can just spend the time playing chess. And I would like you to think about your reasons as well. Everyone should have his own reason, and I think that would be the main thing, to just have a 1 minute for yourself, think what are your reasons and what is stopping you. Okay, and that was quite quick. I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you very much. And I wish you all the best. Happy International Women's Day.
Thank you very much, Agnieszka. I look forward for cooperation between FIDE Women Commission and ECU Women Commission. Of course, we will organize more events together, online and offline. I would like to thank all people who was with us today, either online or here in Tirana, as a part of the international festival for the International Women's Day. Thank you so much and see you soon.